Trek Morning Show. It says 7:06 on this beautiful Friday. You know what's interesting about this Mac Glocky thing, too, Corey, is that it really does illustrate just how distinctive the great artists are. Because, like, I think we could probably go through a lot of his things that Mac Glocky has done and probably pick out both the song and the artist quickly without you saying it.
Right, because the style is so distinct.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And I think of the band, some of the bands we just played, on air and off air. We just went through System of a Down off air, Korn on the air, Disturbed. Some of those, whether you like the band or not, you can tell in the first 5 seconds, oh, this is probably a Korn song. This is probably a Disturbed song. This is clearly a System of a Down song. That's not easy to do, to be so distinct that you can tell by just a handful of notes that that's who it's supposed to be. That's pretty cool.
Ant Farm wrote Message in a Bottle.
Oh, this is the one you
wanted?
Dude.
Yes, thanks.
Yes.
I love it. 1 out of 10. You gotta rate it. Somebody
He's a 10. Because his impression of, I think it's dry, is exactly on.
Again, it's MAC and then GLOCKY, Mac Glocky on YouTube.
Alien Ant Farm doing Message in a Bottle by the Police.
That's great.
Man, that's unbelievable, kid. That's a really good lyric.
That's incredible. 10.
So how much assistance does he get from a voice changer, like an auto-tune type
Yeah,
thing?
there's some of that going on for sure,
But not a ton. Like,
not enough to make it to make it shape the phonetics.
like I couldn't go and do this and have that make it sound good.
Right. I mean, this kid obviously there's something good going on in this kid's ears because he can differentiate. I mean, he can distinguish the shape of the audio from the voice. You know what I mean?
I was talking to Zach about it, though. He is essentially Frank Caliendo of music. Because you can tell he works on the impression like it's a science. Right? Like that Alien Ant Farm thing, like the rah at the end of every sentence, that's what that guy does.
Yeah, right.
So you have to, it's just like Frank always says, he just watches videos over and over and over and over again to find tendencies to do impressions. My guess is Mac just has listened to these bands so much that has those in his head, but I like that he breaks it down and makes it as accurate as possible.
One more recommendation. We don't have to play it, but he does a System of a Down, Mr. Brightside.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I bet that's and great. Surge singing I'm Mr. Brightside is unbelievable. And it also brings a new meaning to the song. This Korn is so good.
That was System of a Down did Vanessa Carlton 1,000 Miles, but it doesn't get to the chorus. It's a short. I got to find that because I love that song.
Yeah, that's a great song.
Anyway, there you
Dude's
go,
awesome.
Mac Glocky. Nice job, man.
Shout out to Mac Glocky on
nice job.
Instagram. He's got almost 500,000 followers.
Good for him.
You know
Or
what's
60
cool
or
about
something.
It? If I may be deep and for a moment, it's cool, man, because like all the music has changed so much, and writing and recording music and releasing records and all that stuff. But the technology killed it for all of us, right? But kids find a way, right? Kids find a way to continue to create art. I love that. You take a guitar, you sit in a room with all your computers, and you find a way to create art. And that's what this kid did. I love that.
And the other thing that's cool, because I found him through 311 because he did Amber in 10 different styles.
Oh, wow.
And 311 basically gave him the thumbs up, like, wow, this is really cool. So that's how I found him. But what's cool is, to your point, Chris, if you're sitting at home 30 years ago and you're playing covers of bands, that band doesn't know that you did it.
Right.
But if you're this good and you're like, hey, I'm going to try doing a Disturbed song. I'm going to try to do a Shaggy, but in Disturbed style. Well, then Dave Draymond reached out and was like, fantastic.
Yeah.
Right. Chevelle has been like, dude, this is phenomenal. 311, thumbs up. Like all the bands that this guy loves are saying, dude, keep going.
There's no greater
sweet.
compliment.
Right. They're all just giving him a tip of the cap going, these are fantastic.
Awesome.
Keep going.
Yeah. I mean, that's really something. That's cool, man. Keep feeding the river, kids.
Yep.
Keep feeding the river.
Pretty cool. All right, time for the news.
It's time for the nudes.
This is KFAN News with Chris Honkey, presented by the St. Paul Saints.
Sounds a little like you're calling me Chris Honkey. I'm not going to lie to you. I like it.
How much do you think it would cost to get like a corn version of The Distance by Rise?
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my God.
You know what? I would actually pay him to do that. That would be brilliant. I would. Reach out to him.
Can we be braggy for a second? Is this show big enough if we sent Power Trip Nation after Mac Glocky with a specific recommendation? If we said we want blank in the style of blank and just had 1,000 billion million people post on Instagram like, hey, Mac, this show in Minneapolis wants you to do blank. I wonder if we could get enough momentum to actually request something.
I bet.
What do we want?
I bet.
I think Zach just said
send
it.
your send your request to @PowerTripKFAN, and maybe
What can we get him to do?
Crowdsource some ideas.
I get it. The 36 and 35 Saints are now, by the way, above 500. Good for them. Send Randy Dobnak to the mound against Toledo this evening at CHS Field. Hopefully, it's nice enough to get a game in. Brooks Lee had a big game at the plate as the St. Paul Saints beat the Toledo Mud Hens 8-5 at CH Field yesterday. Go, St. Paul Saints! Thank you for bringing us the news. The news.
Yeah, go Saints.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Let's see what's going on in the world now. The bald eagle has been part of the Great Seal of the United States in 1782, but there has never been a push to name it America's national bird. Several Minnesota lawmakers have tried to change that with an introduction of a bipartisan bill to give the bald eagle that title. I always thought it was. Did you guys just think it was?
I thought it, yeah.
Those sons of bitches
So it
still
must
freak
have
me
been
out.
protected because they were endangered at
Maybe.
one point then? Because,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know the famous thing, I believe it was Thomas Jefferson wanted the turkey to be the national bird.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did. He thought it was a good, majestic bird and it was delicious.
Isn't that weird, though? If you shoot a bald eagle, you're somehow unpatriotic. If you shoot a turkey, it's just like, cool.
Yeah, let's eat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
right? And to Chris's point, 250 years ago, if they had made a different decision, maybe we'd be out shooting bald eagles left and right.
Right.
For sport, for food, who knows?
It would be a fun sport. I mean, those are giant birds.
They're big. They're birds of prey.
One of the coolest things I've ever been around in the outdoors, up in Canada, was fishing, and one of the fish did not survive, and the guide saw that there was an eagle's nest with babies in it, and Mama was up there, threw the fish not too far from our boat. It hadn't hit the water yet, and the eagle was already swooping down. And to see how large they are with the wingspan that close to the boat, probably 25 feet away.
How big of a bird are we talking?
I mean, we're talking wingspan way bigger than my wingspan. I mean, we're talking
like 8 feet?
Probably 8 feet.
That's a huge bitch.
That is a huge bitch.
Man.
It was so cool. Just
that is sweet.
How they just glide down easily, just boom.
It's unreal, right?
Yep.
And you guys are from here, but I don't even think it matters. Like, I never get used to seeing them. Every time I see one, I'm like, I drive into Winona all the time, you know,
Yes,
now to
by
see
the river.
Abadabba. You see like 3 or 4 every trip, and it's still like, my God, that's a bald eagle.
Yeah,
How
they're
cool.
sweet.
We're close to the Mississippi. We're up on a big hill, but we still see bald eagles by my house all the time.
Man, is the river like crazy big right now?
Yeah, and I don't go down by it. But when
right.
I drive over 494 bridge, it looks like it's
Unreal.
It's ripping.
The Crow River is dangerously high everywhere, man.
Yeah.
It's unreal. Anyway,
Yep.
there you go.
The crows are boring. Let's
They
just
are.
shoot them.
Crows suck.
Just mangy,
But yeah, but I mean,
mangy sons of bitches.
yeah, I guess you're right. It's twice as hard being a crow.
They always got a bad
Yeah.
rap in cartoons.
Yeah, they did.
Crows were always kind of like sitting on telephone poles in cartoons, always scheming.
But they look like they're probably scheming, don't
Just
you know? Like in
scavenging.
real life, they look like they probably scheming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One more thing, you guys might have seen the monolith shimmering in the Las Vegas desert.
Yeah.
A shimmering monolith spotted on a mountain outside of Las Vegas last weekend may have been there for years. The online community Monolith Tracker says the object was first reported in December of 2020. The website links a YouTube video that appears to show the same monolith in the same landscape as the one recently found near Gas Peak. Oh, no. By members of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department Search and Rescue Team. The YouTuber who posted the video says he saw the monolith on the edge of the mountain while on a helicopter tour outside of Las Vegas. I wonder who did it. That's interesting.
That's the whole point, though, right?
Yeah.
Whoever's putting the monolith there it is supposed to be about intrigue and mystery,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Correct. Yep.
It's
It's
who
working.
put it here? How did it get here? How
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
Was it one person? Was it 30 people?
Hot ass Randy will think it's lizard people.
Right, or some kind of a sign from aliens that aliens placed it there or something, right? It's supposed to be intrigue.
Yeah.
Any of
Whatever.
your sweet sluts hear Kevin Costner on the Stern show the other day?
No.
No.
It was pretty good. I think it was better than I thought it was going to be. He likes himself, you can kind of tell. But that's cool. He's Kevin Costner. I'd probably like myself too.
He was yesterday. I went to the Walzer Spot Hawk over in Hopkins.
Oh, sure.
The Walzer Gym.
Love it, yeah.
To get my oil change, and they had the Hoda and Jenna show on.
Yeah.
Hawk loves that show.
That's a good show. They drink wine.
And they had Kevin Costner on. He loves being Kevin Costner.
And you can't blame him. It would be pretty cool.
But he
gig,
talked about that Horizon movie.
Yeah.
That does not look good.
Well, it's going to be like 2 or 3 different movies.
And he said that he put a mortgage on like his Aspen home to get money for it because nobody would fund it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks terrible.
Because hasn't he pissed off everyone over the Yellowstone?
Well, that's the thing. That's
What's
what I was
the
going
Yellowstone?
for. Yellowstone's
Sorry,
final
Alex.
episodes are going to land on Paramount on November 10th, whether or not Kevin Costner's involved. The Western, currently filming the second part of its 5th season in Montana as we speak, was the most watched series of 2022 and 2023 besides NFL Sunday Night Football. Costner appeared on the Today Show this week and said he would return to the show under the right circumstances. He told Stern that he's doing other things like his movies and stuff like that, and the people behind Yellowstone won't give him time off to do it. So he's like, well, if they're not going to let me do this, then I'm not going to do that. So they're filming without him. Like they literally right now.
How can that make sense?
Well, you got to figure they say he got killed, which they should have done last season because he got shot up at the end of the one season before that. I don't know.
So
I want to see what happens to Rip.
the series has taken a turn, right?
Yeah,
Like it's noticeably dropped off.
Yes.
I'm the
is
only
what
one that
I've heard.
still loved it.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
but
But
do not
even
like
though
it.
you still love it,
Yeah.
you love the current seasons less than the
Yeah, for sure.
Is it the first 3 that are good?
So
Because
good.
people were
So good. Rip and Beth, man.
The
Rip and
first
Beth.
couple seasons are good. And
It's like
then
Sons of Anarchy
it
and
takes
Horses.
a huge U-turn, and it's brutal.
So
That's-
I should
that's-
watch it after we finish Deadwood
Oh, yeah.
because
my gosh.
we're halfway through season 1 of Deadwood.
Come on now.
Thoughts on Deadwood?
Shimona.
Love it. 10 out of 10.
So good.
Doesn't Swedberg say it's one of the best shows?
Most people think it's one of the top
Yeah.
20-ish shows of all time.
And it's funny.
I want to live there.
It's funny, like the dry humor and
Shimon.
Sauce, you want to do sports when we get back?
Are you out of here, Chris? No, he's staying.
sticking around.
That's right. Thank God. Good.
Sticking around
good,
and playing initials. 1 hour from now, 68K up top with the St. Paul Federal Credit Union initials jackpot. Marnie Gellner should be here next segment as well. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Fan.
Hi there. 724, Power Trip Morning Show. It's time for some sports.
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by All Around Property Preservation.
Hey, thanks all around.
Thank you. Your Minnesota Twins lost their second straight extra innings game, Rosie. After losing 7-6 to the Rays, the Twins were down 6-3, and then they were down to their last strike in the bottom of the ninth when Jose Miranda hit a 3-run home run, but they couldn't score in their half of the 10th, and they lost. They battle Oakland tonight at 8:40, and that is Twins news brought to you by Quantum Fiber.
lit.
I am tired.
Why?
R.I.P. to Flossie.
Yeah.
Was a good run.
Is Zacho over there?
He passed.
I don't know where.
He heard that video I was playing and he ran for the hills.
Yeah, he loved it. Game 6 of the NHL Finals is tonight at 7 o'clock between
Zach,
the
are you
Panthers
there?
and the Oilers.
Hi.
The Panthers lead that series 3-2, but Zacho, the Oilers have won 2 straight, and the Game 6 tonight is in Edmonton.
Yeah, Connor McDavid is finally really making an impact on this series. He's now the odds-on favorite for the Conn Smythe, and now we're looking at a likely Game 7. But as we've seen in this series, as we've seen throughout the playoffs, and you know we got Power Trip Bets who bets the road team all the time. Road teams are so good in the playoffs. So
Why is that?
I don't know. It baffles me. You'd think that would help, but hockey is such a weird game, and it's so talk about game of inches and bounces and everything that can go into it.
Keep talking.
It's a gamble. I don't know why anybody would actually bet on this sport because who knows what's going to happen.
Because gambling's
because
awesome.
gambling whales.
Yeah, gambling whales, but like,
right, Cor?
I mean,
Absolutely.
you get a better shot at
Is that your favorite species?
hitting a 31-1 on the craps table than figuring out what the heck's going to happen tonight.
Yeah, but betting sports is fun.
It is
Because
fun.
you bet sports and then you go play craps. That's how you do it.
I like the over-unders and stuff, but and plays like he did in the first 3 games, like it could be over. The cup could be presented tonight. But if McDavid figures out a way and Draisaitl shows up and all these, I mean, this is a really, really fun night. I can't wait to get things started. You can hear it on the fan, boys and girls.
What time?
7 o'clock
Duh.
Yeah, it'll be great.
in
man.
Edmonton,
Yeah.
Alberta.
The NBA draft hockey, as you know, is on Wednesday.
Yeah,
The
can't
Wolves
wait.
have picked 27 and 37. The Hawks own the first pick. The second round is on Thursday, and I think I figured out why they moved it to Wednesday.
Let's hear it.
The presidential draft is next Thursday.
The presidential draft. All right.
Or, sorry,
let's
debate,
see here. I'm going to
debate.
pick.
Debate.
Yeah,
Boy.
the draft,
None
the
of the
presidential
above.
draft is in November, but the debate is next
The
week.
debate. Sorry.
So wait a minute. You're telling me the presidential debate is the same night that Bronny James is getting drafted?
That's why it's earlier.
Why would the NBA do that?
Because it's earlier in the day. The draft starts at like 4 o'clock.
Shouldn't they put the presidential debate at like 3 to avoid the Bronny James effect?
Well, I think both of the debaters probably should have it early in the day because they need to go to bed early.
Yes.
Man, I just feel bad for Bronny.
Well, he's going to be drafted, and they're going to make a huge deal out of it. You guys know I'm right, but you just like to pretend I'm wrong.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think you're wrong as hell.
Yep.
Oh.
I do. I don't think you're right about this one.
Right about what?
I think the whole Bronny James thing that you're talking about. I think you're.
You're manufacturing that in your own head.
It's
I believe it.
extremely overblown. You don't think it's overblown?
You're
you're the one
overblowing
doing
it.
it.
We're
No,
saying you're
ESPN overblows
No,
it.
we're saying you're overblowing the impact that he's so big that the NBA split it into 2 days just for Bronny James.
No, they split
no
it
chance.
in 2 days because of the debate.
I don't think they did,
No.
though.
You don't
'Cause
think so?
Not
They-
a lot
you-
of
but
people
Why
care
would they
about the
split it
debate.
into 2 days and put the second day against the or like?
No, but
why wouldn't they just keep it on Wednesday?
The
then?
second day starts at like 4 in the afternoon.
But you said they split it because of the debate.
Yeah, but they're not going to have the NBA draft and the presidential debate on the same day, are they?
But why wouldn't
No,
they just?
I'm asking, though.
Why wouldn't they just keep round 2 then on Wednesday? Like they've always had it on one day.
No idea.
You said they split it because of Bronny James.
Yeah, I just say things.
There's not a lot of overlap.
There we go. Finally, that's what Chris and I are trying to
kinda what
say.
I
is
was saying.
Sometimes you just say things.
Yeah, which is part of being on the radio, I guess. So.
Yeah, thanks, man. The Chicago Bulls are trading 2-time all-defensive guard Alex Caruso to the Oklahoma City Thunder for guard Josh Giddey. Who's good, but I don't know. I don't know much about Alex Caruso. Do you, Cors?
I know he's a good actor.
Yeah, he was Webster's dad.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't he also the guy that like sailed the seas, Caruso's
He was on NYPD Blue, I think.
Island or whatever?
Yeah, Caruso's Island.
J.J. Redick has agreed to a 4-year contract to become the Lakers head coach. He will be paid about $8 million a year.
God, they signed him the same week of the presidential draft.
I can't believe it, man. Oh, see, you guys know I'm right. You just don't want me to be right.
Well, I mean, we do have to admit you're right about 3 times a year, and those are my 3 least favorite days of the year. Hey, Marnie Gellner's here.
Hey, it's
Hi,
Marnes.
There you is.
Come on in. What are you doing?
Yeah, we're about to
Just
talk
sit
about
right
the
there.
Lynx, Marnes. Where's she going?
I don't know. She got bored with you.
Malik Monk signed a 4-year, $78 million deal with the Sacramento Kings. He's a very good player.
Thelonious.
Where'd Marnes go? We're going to talk Lynx.
Passed away.
Yeah, she didn't believe you.
Nobody. That was right, though. Why did you play the bit, man?
The juice is loose.
He's trying to bring you back.
I'm trying to. All right. Well,
Jesus is a friend of mine. Jesus is my friend.
the Red Hot Lynx battle the Mercury tonight at 7 o'clock.
That
Or,
won't
excuse me,
try and tell
tomorrow
you.
at 7 o'clock. The Lynx have won 5 straight. Play it.
Patrick Thorne, everybody.
The Lynx are 12-3, and that game can be heard right here on the Fan.
I believe it was yesterday you said Mercury is the way you judge temperature.
Yeah, but I was kind of right.
Hi, Marnie.
Hi, Marnes.
Hi.
You just missed the Lynx bit. We're done. We moved on.
Yep.
We were talking about the Lynx, though.
Wait, what? Lynx are having a great season. Etc.
Yeah, they've won 5 straight, Marnes.
Well, there's a group here that was trying to come up in the elevator and wanted me to let them up. And you know how the rules are. And I don't want Burb to be all over me. So I was like, I can't. I'm not supposed to. And they're like, well, we have a certificate. We can be here. It says we're trying to call Zach. And so then I had to peek in here and look for Zach. And I had to go find Zach. And now he's got them. And so I was facilitating.
Got it.
Apologies.
I appreciate the responsibility because what Rosie does, Rosie just opens the floodgates.
I know.
He points at people and goes, yeah, PA's broadcasting down there. He just lets people walk down the hall.
Yeah, wasn't it just literally just 2 random people and he pointed to where he was?
Yeah, he just goes, go down the hall and take a right. You'll find PA.
Yeah.
They were like...
And they were wearing I Love Charles Manson t-shirts.
Yeah, for sure.
Stars back?
Yep.
He was like, here's my key card. Use it anywhere.
Yeah.
How come you have a set of car keys in a little baggie there?
Because I am driving a vehicle that I don't own yet. And
Stole it.
Yeah.
Lexus of Wyzetta has been kind enough to let me try a Lexus RX 350. And they gave me the key fob in this little Ziploc, and I just left it in there because...
You don't want to get it greasy.
Right. Zach, I'm going to need that.
Where's he going?
I don't know. That was really weird.
Keys. What the?
Test drive.
Yeah, test drive.
Hi, Crease. Usually we don't get to sit
I
here
know.
side by side. This is fun.
Good to see you,
It's
my
a real
friend.
treat for him.
Yeah, it's a real treat.
I bowed.
You did, Bell.
Sauce, go on.
That's all I got.
That's it?
Yeah, I mean, what else is there?
I don't know.
Lots.
Make something up.
Make
covered
something
it.
up.
Make something up. 2 weeks from today will be Friday.
He's right about that. Hard to argue.
Thank you.
Hard to argue with that.
Well, 2 weeks from today is the 5th of July, right? We're taking that Friday off. No power trip on the 5th. The week after that, we're in Detroit Lakes.
Hell yeah, man.
Is that right?
3 weeks from today.
Are we going to Zorba's?
Together? No.
Pull
We're
tabs,
going
Marnes?
separately?
Pull
Yeah, we'll
tabs?
go separately.
We doing pull tabs again?
For sure.
Man, group pull tabs suck.
No, group pull tabs whale. Then I'm in.
No.
We're going to gamble, I'm in.
Okay.
And Honk will buy.
Martin Gellner is here. Creasel is here. Justin Guard should be here in a little bit. We're playing initials at 8:15, $68,000 on the line. Don't go anywhere.
Hailed as the nicest man in stand-up, 2021 Grammy-nominated comedian Nate Bargatze is headed to the State Fair Grandstand. You can see him on the Be Funny Tour when he takes the stage on Saturday, August 24th. Limited tickets are still available. More info and secure your tickets at KFAN.com. Make the keyword calendar.
You guys remember yesterday when I talked to you about the dude getting hit by the roller coaster at Kings Island?
Yes.
Remember, I was like, I wonder what the hell he was doing because he went over and we have the rest of the story now. Listen to this. A 38-year-old man in Ohio, critically injured after getting hit by a roller coaster called the Banshee at Kings Island because he went to retrieve his keys.
Were they in a plastic Ziploc?
I don't think so.
So he was on the ride previously.
Yeah.
His keys fell out of his pocket.
Yeah.
And he said, hey, I'm going to go get those.
Yeah,
Instead
not
of
a
just
good idea.
asking one of the workers, how do I retrieve those keys safely?
Here's
he went rogue.
the police radio call while trying to deal with the injured person.
We're actually unsure what happened. Occurred near a roller coaster.
The patient is breathing, but not conscious. A severe head trauma.
I recommend they have a helicopter, CAT, used to Westchester.
He told the employees at Kings Island that he needed to get onto the ride again to retrieve something he dropped. They advised him it wouldn't be possible until the ride closed. He lingered around, then entered a fenced, restricted area, tried to get the keys. A person riding in the front of the roller coaster said it sounded like they hit a deer.
I mean,
come on, man.
I'm not
68 miles an hour.
Come on.
Oh, my God.
So 99.9% of this is the guy's fault.
Yeah.
100%.
I mean,
how's any of it not?
Right.
Oh man, yeah, it sucks because if you're that guy, then you're stuck in the park all day. Because if they're saying we're not going to be able to give you access to that area until the park closes, I would think there's got to be a way they can maybe stall it for 5 minutes and say,
correct.
We'll send a worker down there. We won't send this next coaster out. We'll get your keys. We'll call it a day. I guess if you have to stop the ride every time that happens, that would be a pain in the ass. But how often does it happen?
Right.
Probably not super often.
You'd think if you slipped somebody at 20, they would say, yep, 5-minute pause. I'll pretend this seatbelt is stuck and I'm going to work on it for a second until you get your keys.
And you're never going to get them, right? You're making one of the workers.
am not.
One of the workers is going to go safely grab them while the ride is stopped.
Where are the keys? How are they not flying around? Are they in the coaster
they
in
fell
a
out
seat?
of his pocket.
I know, but where did they land?
He must have landed on the ground somewhere.
He must have known exactly where it happened, too.
Yeah.
And then got hit by the coaster.
I also went on the Tilt-A-Whirl once, but I went back.
On the what?
Tilt-A-Whirl up in Duluth. There was like a little indoor, amusement park in Canal Park.
Oh, really?
And I was like, this is where it has to be. And I sprinted there, got him. I didn't try and get it while the ride was going.
That would be tough.
It would be tough.
Yeah.
I had feet back then.
Man,
so it would have been
easier back then.
Spinning rides are trash.
The worst.
Yeah, terrible.
Really?
Yeah, the worst.
Yeah, hideous.
They just make me sick. They're no fun.
Yeah, they ain't no fun.
Tilt-A-Whirl.
Got to go on the coasters.
I got on one once with Alex when he was a little boy, and I sat on the wrong side of him and almost killed him.
Oh,
That's the worst, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Right? That's the trick for it. I'm like, I'm trying so hard not to break every bone in your body. I'm sorry.
And you're trying to brace yourself on the.
Right. Rookie mistake. Oh, well. What are you going to do?
It
Mars,
turned
what's
out
new?
fine.
Usually the workers would make sure of that. The adult is on the inside.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay. What's new? Well, we're getting some rain, which is great. We really need it.
No.
I don't know, bud.
Nothing.
Just
not much.
Life is good.
life is so good.
How's the pool?
Took a leak outside.
Excuse me?
That was fun.
Wait a minute. What now? Hang on.
Hawk just dropped his phone.
You just say I took a leak outside? Is that Winstock?
No. My yard.
You what?
Backyard.
You took a leak in your yard.
Wait a minute.
In the porta potty that
Jesus.
now resides in my backyard.
I thought it was weird that like PA took his cat outside.
Yeah. I mean, and
now Marnie's got a fence, and all of a sudden she thinks she can just pee anywhere she wants.
That's why we got the fence.
You don't just get to pee outside.
Pee wherever you want. Go ahead, give her hell. Let her flow.
Do you have a porta potty in your backyard?
Yes, I don't want to brag, but yes, I do.
Wait a minute, your pool project's not done yet? How long is this thing taking?
Until the rain stops for a few days.
Blame it on the rain.
Jeez.
I would
10
love
out of
to.
10.
That's perfect, though. If there's a number 2 that has to happen, go out to the biff. Don't devastate the inside toilet.
That's true.
Gross.
Devastating.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, what a cool thing you have going on there, Martin.
I'll tell you what, the neighbors are loving it.
Sure.
Yeah. Just classing up the place. Zach, thanks for turning on your mic just to giggle. That was a nice touch.
Yeah.
Well, he's the only one that did.
That's funny.
So, Marnie, all I heard while I was gone is that you turned on your mic and swore.
Yeah, she sure did.
Yeah, last week.
Thanks for reminding her. Yeah.
I heard you said the S word.
Oh, she sure as hell did.
You're supposed to be the pro amongst us idiots. You're supposed to be the one that understands a hot mic means a hot mic.
I'm a 25-year broadcaster, and even when I put a microphone, like the clip mic, we call it a lavalier, lav mic, on my clothes, even for rehearsal, even 10 minutes before a show starts on TV, I don't say bad things. I don't say bad words. I don't say inappropriate things.
You don't gossip, right? Because it's a hot mic.
Right, because anybody could be listening and anybody could push the wrong button at the wrong time. It's 101, broadcasting 101. But when your phone calls Cheryl Reeve at 8 o'clock in the morning on a game day, you S-bomb.
Yeah.
Whoa.
My mistake was using the word SIRI, which I thought in my head I said, hey, Sarah, something like that, where you knew what I was talking about, but I didn't say it. And my phone was right where it is right now, on the desk, kind of off to the side.
Wow.
Because Hawk was saying the Lynx need to have a junior mascot named Sausage, so we could call it Sausage Lynx.
Get it? Yeah.
I think it's a good bit.
And I
think
said,
that's a good bit.
Hey, Janet. See, I'm not even coming close. Hey, Janet, call Cheryl Reeve. And then I happened to glance at my phone, and it said, call me.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear from Cheryl?
Oh, yeah.
What did she say? She heard the bit? She knew what happened?
She didn't hear the bit.
Did
I
she know that
texted
you
her
said the S
immediately
word?
and said, don't call me back.
And don't listen to that segment.
No, her text back said, let me guess, the guys were talking about Caitlin Clark. And I said, nope, actually, Hawk thinks you should have a junior mascot named Sausage, and we will call it Sausage Linked.
Yeah.
And she texted back, LOL, oh my.
Yep.
And that was it.
I thought that'd be like, that guy's a genius.
Yeah.
But she knows me, so never mind.
Oh.
Oh,
wow, the Power Trip has great ideas.
Yeah, what a wonderful idea.
Yeah, good
I don't
for you.
hate it. I think it's pretty good. I like that idea.
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Creative.
Thank you. That's what
Creative.
I do. Yep.
And then it ended up being extra funny.
Well,
Yeah, I thought it was good when
Wasn't
you said
that
the
Yeah,
funny
it was
to me?
super funny, yeah.
Question for you guys.
I just want to wrap this up by saying,
Good, wrap it up.
when
Brilliant.
the clip, because it was at the 8 o'clock hour, so the camera was on. So the dump button apparently on this new board for Hawk is way up and to the right.
Yeah.
Is that correct? Okay. So you can see him in the background. As soon as I say it, he kind of and then he reaches way over, and then he goes. Then he celebrates.
Yeah.
He just pumps his arms up in the air.
Was there a second of panic where you were like, hold on, where's it?
Absolutely. It's usually right here. It's all
Yeah.
for how many
It was
years?
a separate
20
deal.
Years.
And
It was
this-
right there.
But still,
yeah.
here's the other thing, Marnes, is since I was gone, this button is right in front of my face here, too, right? We can both hit it. I have one and Hawk has one. But that means Sauce was sitting here.
Oh, I hit it immediately.
Okay, I was just checking
Oh, of
because
course.
you never know if he's paying attention.
Oh, I'm super sensitive about that. And sometimes, like
Among other things.
Ferrero will sit there with like his computer and it falls down that crack right there and you don't know where it is.
Right.
That's scary times when Marnes is in the room.
Yeah.
Just a cuss bomb.
Yeah.
That's what she is.
So you did hit the dump too,
Yeah.
Sauce?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
But
you
the
guys are
stream
really
got
good.
to hear it, right? iHeartRadio got to hear
Yeah,
it.
a lot of people heard it. Sorry. You guys are good at your jobs because that can't happen more than once or twice a year.
A couple times, yeah.
Even that.
Yeah.
I mean, then you do a show 5 days a week.
Yeah, it's there's opportunity
To be
every
able
day.
to react like
correct.
that. Was it just
it just
a test?
sticks out so quickly because you don't hear it, right?
Yeah.
In this room, you're not,
Right.
well, when the
Yeah.
mics are on.
It's just it's every day. It's just walking through a minefield of getting canceled for saying the wrong thing.
But isn't it crazy that the internet exists and we're all adults here and, some of us have been doing this 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
And
More than that.
this isn't murder. This isn't, arson. If we just say the F word once, our career's over. That's stupid.
That's stupid.
I mean, what are we doing?
That's stupid.
I mean, the FCC's dumb, right? I say the F word once and I lose everything. That doesn't seem fair,
Give it a
Yeah.
shot.
right?
Do we have dump buttons, Crease? Because I think we got to get on one right now. We got to be ready.
But if you say
Stand
it
by.
like
Stand
accidentally,
by. It's coming.
like, I mean,
Right. I'm just saying every podcast in the world can say whatever they want, but
Right.
if we say one wrong word, we're in huge, huge trouble. It's just
Right.
stupid.
What
it's
do
just
you
outdated.
think the fine
Outdated.
would have been if Sauce and Hawk had not hit the dump button and my SH word had gone live on the radio? What is the dollar amount that the FCC is still
Well,
using?
So here's the catch is number one,
Yes.
somebody has to complain. If no one complains,
Oh,
we just
really?
move
Yes,
on.
you have
But
to-
if
yeah.
one person in, Coon Rapids goes, I heard Marnie Gellner say the S word, then they basically tattle on the FCC. Then the FCC looks into it and theoretically finds
yeah, they're,
I don't know,
Thousands?
probably a couple
Oh,
thousand or something. I
it's
don't
a
know.
lot, right, Hawk?
I'd say $5,000. I think.
Yeah.
Well, we had a
That's a bunch of-
really bad one. I dumped it
Look at that.
Button bar.
in my porta potty.
The only time
We
David
are-
hit the dump
God,
button on
Dwight wants
me
to live out
was
there.
preemptive. I've actually never cussed on air, and I love to cuss. So yeah, it was Chris preemptively hit because I started a Peter North joke, and he was like, "Blah, blah, 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 blah."
Yeah, that's how.
And then he goes, "Oh, that wasn't even that bad, so we would have been fine." So
yeah,
On,
overreact. I have to.
That's
when
all
we
right.
were still
I get greasy. Yeah. Go on.
when we
sorry.
were still Fox Sports North, and Burt Blyleven was doing Twins games.
Oh, boy.
It was
Oh, yeah.
Mother's Day, I believe. It was a Sunday, yeah. And that is a perfect example. He thought they were rehearsing, which we a lot of times will do because the video can be complicated and you kind of want to time out what you're saying and see the pictures of what it is. And he thought they were rehearsing and they were not. And he dropped 3
consecutive.
F.
Oh, it's the best. And
I love
we
that
ran
bit.
it into the ground on this show because we thought it was the funniest thing of all time, right? When Bert goes, well, I didn't know that. When someone,
Oh, we're live.
We're live. Well, I didn't know that. Well, duh. It was
Was that like
man, it made me
06?
laugh so hard.
I think-
You know what? It was really close to that. Yes.
God, it was the best.
And I'll make it worse because if it was on Fox Sports North, the FCC doesn't really govern that, so it's less bad.
And that's when everyone got to watch it.
As you mentioned, Marnie, that was a Mother's Day. That was a Sunday game on WFTC Channel 29. So that was on over-the-air television, which that is FCC regulated. So,
there were some grandmas that were like, oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
Marnie, if we weren't governed by the FCC, if we weren't regulated by the FCC, what words would you like to say on this show that you're not allowed to say?
Oh, you guys have heard me. I'm up there. I'm right there. A lot of mother bleeping.
Yeah.
You are a lot of mother
The Power Trip Morning Show.
A lot of mother bleeping.
Yeah, you like that word.
Yeah.
It's your favorite.
Do you wish you could ask more, blue questions on Bally? Yeah, like X-rated or R-rated.
Like, how
Oh,
big
sure.
is that thing?
Well, not that.
Yeah. What kind of hammer are you packing there?
Yeah, I know. Of course.
Paul, your hands up.
Everybody wants to know.
According to our lovely boss, Greg Swedberg, it's $350,000.
Not for the
Sign
S
me up for
word?
two.
No way.
No way.
No
Sign me
way.
up for two.
I don't buy it.
He's trying to scare us.
He's trying to scare us. There's no way. There's no way.
That's
my.
That's like
Holy
shoplifting could be 5 years in jail, this many fines,
Right.
and you end up doing community service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one's fining Marnes $350,000.
Well, if Marnes says it, then yeah. And I'm borrowing it from you.
Stars
I
said
learned
it.
it from you, Dad.
Yeah, but we
Put
dumped
the
it.
bleep emotion in the
We
basket.
involved-
I'd have to
I
charge you some
learned it from
juice. I'd have to charge you some juice. This would be...
I got a lot
Interest
going on.
rates
I
are-
can't take on another loan right now.
I'd be an expensive loan shark.
You want me to do it? You want me to do it?
There's Gerdsey. He's probably sworn on the air.
Guernsey, how many times have you dropped an F-bomb on the radio? Be honest.
Or is this
On the
gonna be
radio? Not
first?
too many.
Not too many?
Not too many.
Has your guy done it?
Hold on, I gotta get the. Hold on, everyone's coming in hot here. Hang on, everybody, be cool.
Hang on.
Let me put the headset on.
We're out of things to say. We need you.
What did Sauce ask? Well, yeah, once Marnie goes to the peeing outside content, I know we're kind of screwed.
Yeah. Has your guy ever sworn on the air?
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago.
What did he say?
The S word
Did he really?
with Kessler.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. And the exact same thing, Hawk. We
got
just
dumped?
gotten the new board. I had no idea where the dump button was.
Oh, yeah.
I completely panicked. Dan had to hit it. It was basically like he was doing a podcast with Kessler. Kessler made him all like calm and chill, and all of a sudden he said, "Yeah, man, you forget bleep."
Is that when Kessler peeled his...
my gosh.
When he took his shirt off
Yeah.
and showed me his nipples, that was the week before.
That's an
He's on a hell of a run.
Pat Kessler. Pat Kessler.
Just
Yeah.
let
I
them
love
breathe.
Pat Kessler.
I'm very aroused.
How did they look?
I was just so stunned. In fact, we never get our show streamed in the afternoon. As you guys know, we don't have a power hour.
Right.
Yeah.
Because Halby doesn't want to come back. When he heard Kessler flash his nipples, he wanted to come stream the very next day. He said, "Let's do this."
And I was going to ask you, I'm glad we have this time. What are the nipples like? Are they big?
Pats?
Yeah, are they pepperonis or are they small?
Yeah, how are they?
Canadian bacon?
Yeah, thanks for clarifying. Pats?
You never know.
Hands.
Honestly, it happened so quickly, I don't even remember. I
Did
don't
Royce
even recall.
take his shirt off?
He did not. No, he did not.
Well, Gardy used to take his shirt
That's a
off
really
all
good-
the time
that's
in
a-
the clubhouse.
That's a really good
That's
Bryce.
brilliant.
You just kind of have to take pauses once in a while, and then just indiscriminately just kind of.
That's really good.
Thank you.
Wow.
That is spot on.
Might be your best.
You must listen to his podcast every week.
No, that's the other one.
Oh, that's right.
He doesn't listen. He doesn't listen to it anymore, but I send it to him.
Also, by the way, sausage links, genius.
Thank you.
Genius.
Did you hear my other one?
I don't know if I did.
I'm sick of cleaning out the kitty litter and it being gross. I want to put glitter in it and call it kitty glitter. Make it
Glitter
look cute.
box. It's the
And
glitter
then in
box.
a glitter box. It's cool. You get to be part of it too. Relax. But the original idea was kitty glitter. And it's a great idea because it's cute now.
Yes.
So,
love it.
again, the
You like
flaw,
that
though,
one, too?
JG.
Not as much as sausage links, but
thank you.
just keep coming up with ideas.
The main flaw, again, in Glitterbox/Kitty Glitter is that it doesn't do anything about the smell. It just looks better. We got to work on the smell angle. That's the key. No, because nobody even likes the smell of kitty litter by itself, let alone when there's
Disgusting.
Somebody does.
Dwight Hockey's in
Yeah,
there.
Hawk's dad does.
There
Your
is
dad
someone.
huffs it. Yeah! There he is when he sees a dirty.
That's so gross,
Glitter
Marnie.
box.
Why do they say things about my dad?
Because he loves to be pooed on.
He doesn't, though. Why would you say that?
I don't know, man. I hadn't talked in a while.
God, it hadn't been long enough.
All right, Fan 5 when we come back. Justin Guard's here. John Creasel sticking around because we're playing Initials in about 20 minutes. I mentioned 2 years ago, John made the finals of the Initials Invitational.
Is that right?
Lost heads up to AJ, but gave him a run. But then last year, AJ, Nordo, and Guernsey were in the finals, and Guernsey grabbed the title. So the runner-up and the champ in the building to take on Marnie, Hawk, and Sauce in about 15 minutes. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Fan.